Poverty is a choice.
If God did not bless a man, bro, no matter how hard that man work, that man can never get to where he imagined. And it's God that determines whether if this person will be poor and this person will be rich. And poverty is not a choice.
No, you're trying not to be accountable.
Can you give account of your life?
What are you
of how
saying?
you wake up this morning? Shane a person where they are alive, now they think about success.
You are too religious. You bring religion to things that happens on daily basis. When I was nobody, I read from Genesis to Revelation.
Even being rich, sometimes it's not even mindset. Some people stumble to it. If I don't want to make it, I won't take out my time to sponsor myself to school.
The issue is that you think because you went to school, you're guaranteed a job. You're not.
The fact that you have money does not mean that you're going to be happy.
You will say money cannot buy happiness. Wait until you don't have money to access some basic things. You will now know that money can actually make you happy.
If I have money and I don't have husband, what is the happiness?
Everybody problem, they're different.
Here are the prompts we'll be discussing on today's episode. Please signify if you agree with the prompt. Poverty is a choice.
One of the things Bill Clinton said, poverty is a choice. You determine where you decide to belong to. All the time when I finished my secondary school, I said I'm not going to work for anybody. The only time I worked was the time I worked as a menial job as a security. I've never worked for anybody. One said, poverty, there is nothing you can do to get out of poverty. I said, no. The people who are supposed to be sleeping and decide to hustle pure water or do one or two things are trying to see a way around it to move to another level. Poverty is a choice. Several rich people today were once poor. So it's a matter of choice.
I also agree that poverty is a choice. While I would say, if you were born poor, that's not a choice. That one, you had no control over it. But at a certain time in your life, at a certain point in your life, God gave us all free will and everybody can make decisions, right? You were born poor doesn't mean you have to die poor. Now, if you die poor, that is a choice that you made because it's the same choice you made that, okay, you know what? I want to get married at this certain age. All these things are choices, right? So why should you choose to be poor? My name is Adeife Adeoye. I'm a social media strategist, a content creator, influencer, and entrepreneur. I'm the founder of Remote Worker with a H. Remote Worker is a women-focused community. I started working pretty early when I was 16. My dad was a freelancer, and then I just got into it. I decided to take it further than he was even taking it. Now creating content about it, helping other women. One indication that I'm even in a very good space right now is not even about how much I have or anything. It's about the amount of women that I've been able to help make money online.
You know that human wants, according to economics, it's insatiable. So as long as people want something, there's always something you can offer in exchange for money. Sometimes I see young guys on the road. I'm not trying to shade anybody. They're just there 247 doing twirly. Just want to hail you so that you give them money. There are a lot of things. You have 2 legs working, your hands are working. There are a lot of businesses. Sometimes I see people on the road when they're selling bottled water, selling gala, and I'm like, this person is making conscious effort to actually leave this state of being. But the more you're just comfortable with give me mindset, you're always there waiting for one friend to help you, blaming your village people every time, always the village people, always praying for the village people. But you as an individual, you have nothing to offer. You're not even doing something to, if you have value and then you don't have opportunity, that's different. And once you have value, opportunity will definitely look for you. But now you're not doing anything to make yourself of value, and you're saying that me being poor, I can't do anything about it. Trust me, poverty becomes a choice by then.
Can the disagreeers now speak?
Property is not a choice. Your mother gave birth to you, and you have a dream. She have a dream to sponsor you to any level that you want to read and become somebody in future. And you yourself, you are determined that I want to be this, I want to be that in future. And later on, something came up. Maybe you lost your parents, and there is nobody to train you in a school. So property will come now. When you don't have relatives, when you don't have anybody to sponsor you, what else? It's not a choice. At times, maybe condition.
First of all, comfort and poverty don't go together. Your poor people are not comfortable. There's no any poor person that is comfortable. Either he doesn't know a way out or he has given in to the poverty. Most people's zeal are dead. When you put in all your best today and it's not forthcoming, you try again tomorrow, it's not forthcoming. Okay, for instance, I studied social work in University of Ilorin. This course has not been generally accepted by the Nigerian community. There are a lot of people that when they see the opportunity to showcase themselves today, trust me, even the rich can compete. What enables you all to be able to figure out, okay, this is statistics, this is that, is because probably one way or the other, you have gone through one education or the other. It might not even be school. It might just be digital skills that you acquired. But even that laptop, some people have never had it before since they were born. In this society of Nigeria, the poor friends the poor, the rich friends the rich. In that situation, the poor are secluded to limited resources. So you can't say that is a mindset. The distance between the rich and the poor is very far. Just imagine that you want to go to the island and you say you want to trek through Third Milan Bridge. You might want to go to that highland for real, but do you really want to trek through Third Milan Bridge? Even being rich, sometimes it's not even mindset. Some people stumble to it.
Stop playing, man. Trust me, it's not by luck. Everyone that you see successful today, they are really, really intentional. I mean, they've put in so much work to make sure that they're where they are. Because some people stumble upon wealth. Yeah, not even wealth. You stumble upon money, and then when you can't manage, you go back to being poor. So anyone that you see that is wealthy today, that is successful today, is really, really intentional every single day. There's no point that everyone stop being intentional. I mean, every single day that person is intentional about being successful and growing.
Nothing gets to the poor. The only time that things get to the poor is when they want to make a scene out of it. Even as small as content creators, when they want to make a scene out of it, this guy, I bought clothes for him last week. He start making life miserable for the poor person.
Bro, if God did not bless you, if God did not bless a man, bro, no matter how hard that man work, that man can never get to where he imagined. It is the blessings of God that make it rich, that brings all those ideas, that brings all those ability. Some poverty is not a choice. It's God that gives us the ability. My name is Noah Agada. I'm into music. I'm also into phone engineer. I repair phone. Yeah, our life is by grace. So I think that everything that should come to us should be by grace. Even if we have wisdom, we have idea, we have this force that pushes us. It also comes by grace. It may not make sense, but behind everything is grace.
When opportunity comes and you are not prepared, grace can take you far. Attitude, your preparation, your hard work is what is going to keep you there. I've seen a lot of people that have been opportuned to be in certain rooms through the grace of God, but were they able to offer any value? No, you get kicked out of those rooms because you're not prepared. You see, that's the difference. The rich person is always thinking of the next value to offer to the next rich person so that I can take your money. The world is really, really transactional. And most poor people have this give me mindset. That is why you see the rich not befriending the poor. Because before you talk about two things, next thing they're telling you about their problem, I'm down, they always want to take money. Now, what do I have to gain from you?
God there. Who did not know that God there? When people fail, they say, I don't try. My God knows the best. There was a time in life I wanted to go to VI. When I had a security job, I've been looking for a job. I don't have any kobo. I had to go to beggar. Start watching everybody's face. When I look at your face, you are smiling. I want to beg. There must be a push.
Yeah.
There must be a drive. I said poverty is a choice. What do you call poverty? Your mindset can even be poor.
True.
Okay, let me give you an example. Bet Niger, they said they would never allow it in Yobe State. I was very comfortable in Lekki as a super agent of Bet Niger. I went and fought. They said they will kill me. The religious fought about it. Security fight it. The government is against it. I said no. I went to the lottery board in Abuja. I said, does it permit us to do business in Yobe State? They said yes. I went underground to behave like an ordinary people, going to where they're playing snooker. I started talking to people. If this business thrive here, you will remain on salary. I started paying salary even when they are booking. Say, wallahi talai. I don't believe say this thing go work. That was a time a security person was working in the bank. I asked him, how much are you earning? He said, I'm earning 45,000. I spoke to other security people. I can afford to give you 1 million and give you customer. We do 20%. I told a lot of people, but one person grabbed it. At the end of the month, they paid us 1.2 million. That man is earning 45,000 as a salary. That man was among the people who are called a billionaire today. Why? Some people say, I will not take the risk if the money loss, uncle. So it's a mindset.
It's a mindset thing.
I'm Chief Godwin Ifeanyong, Ezendebo in Kosofe. I'm a businessman, a philanthropist. I'm into real estate, hoteling business. I'm also a super agent of Bet Niger, and also will give a financial assistant. If I'm talking to people now, I was once a security man. People will say, you said what, sir? I said, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. People will say, no. It's not an easy task, but it's things that has to do with determination. If I see a fraudulent money, how I'm going to get 500 million through fraud, I will tell you, no, I don't want it. I believe in thinking and the grace of God. There is no business I venture into that will not succeed.
It's God that gives the determination to fight poverty. You understand? Because once you are born in this world and you are born into a family of poor, it will be as if there's a war between you and something. God is the one that will determine everything. You may think that you are the one that is doing it, you are the one that is taking all this action. And no, there's someone that is inside that has already powered you. Is it you that woke yourself up this morning? Do you have the power to wake yourself up?
I think this piggybacks on what he said. It's a mindset thing. I've been opportune to speak to two different classes of people. Very poor people and also the very rich people. And the one thing that is a common thing that every person that doesn't have money says is God, is God. Obviously, we know that there is God. We get that. But I think it's also you guys not wanting to take accountability for your life. Now saying God, is God that make you. Now he's talking about somebody that was earning 45,000 naira and now is one of the billionaires and you're like, it's God. Did he not tell other people to, don't they have God?
You don't need to know God.
No, don't they have God? So you're trying to say the other collectives, they don't know God. They don't have God. Are you saying you don't have God?
No.
I'm trying to say God is partial.
So God is partial.
Wait. You having God doesn't mean that you'll be rich.
No.
The God of the poor is the God of the rich.
Let me show you, you're contradicting yourself because you just said right now that it's God. Yeah. And now you're saying you having God doesn't mean you'll be rich. Then I do not get it.
God is God that created everybody. You understand? It's God that created the poor. And it's God that determines whether if this person will be poor and this person will be rich.
Yeah, I just think it's a share of lack of, like you're just...
You're not trying to be accountable.
You're trying not to be accountable.
Can you give account of your life?
What are you
of how
saying?
you wake up this morning? Shouldn't a person where they are alive, now they think about success.
What are you talking about?
No, now.
You said something about, when you try now, you try again and nothing come forward, won't you? No, you try now, you try again, you try
and you
again.
keep on trying till it works.
And you keep on trying, especially when you know that.
It's not everybody that keep on trying.
Then it's a mindset
Then you
thing.
give up.
If I don't want to make it, I won't take out my time to sponsor myself to school through art sweat. If I'm giving an activity on social work basis, trust me, I will deliver. But would they give me the work on social work basis? So I left that aside. You just finish school just to abandon the whole thing that you learned in school and start learning another thing. It's because there's not an enabling economy. If there's enabling economy,
I don't think so.
Is Nigeria an enabling economy?
Can I ask you a question? See why I say this thing is a choice? Before you study anything in school, you're supposed to do your research. Is there anything available for this kind of thing that you're studying? But you knew what you were doing. You put in for social work. Why?
So after securing admission for 3 years,
why?
I see social work finish. I go to say why. Do you know that while waiting for admission in the higher institution, I had to go and do
And again, another thing that you also think
spend 2 years, finish the pre-degree before coming back to...
The issue is that you think because you went to school, you're guaranteed a job. You're not.
I'm not looking for a job.
You're not. Education is not a prerequisite to success, right? So you now say, I studied social work, I did all this, all those things. I feel like all these things are excuses.
I'm not making no excuses.
You are.
How?
You are because you're like the economy, this thing. You going to school for 4 years doesn't guarantee you a job. In any economy, by the way, not just Nigeria.
In any economy, really?
Yes.
Do you even know what I've gotten to notice is that most people that haven't rely on their intelligence end up being really broke.
Like, so you're just going to school like what you have to offer is what guarantees you a job, not even your degree, your certificate.
You think I don't have anything to offer?
I don't know, I'm not you. Another excuse that a lot of people make is, I don't have money to do this, I don't have money. Guess what? Not all the time you need money to do stuff. Like, for instance, learning a digital skill, all you have to do is go online. It's free. If you have a phone, you have data to come online and even watch this video, and you're like, I don't have money. I'm sorry, guess what, sister? You have a phone. And instead of watching this video, you could have been learning a skill, right?
I have a friend, his name is Raymond, right? Raymond was a farm boy, and he treks to his farm 1 hour, 30 minutes to get to his farm. He was working in people's farm, breaking firewoods and rearing rabbits just so that he can gather money to pay for Forex mentorship at Fire Pips, right? Now, it took him up to a year to be able to gather that money. Do you know what it means? Trekking 1 hour, 30 minutes every single day. He was also a security guard. Do you understand? This is conscious effort to leave that situation.
Yes.
In Akure, it was not like he was exposed in Lagos. Now, he did that for 1 year, and then the mentorship fee increased. He had to work another 3 months to be able to gather the money. So 1 year, 3 months, he gathered the money and he paid. Anybody in his community knew about Forex? No. Imagine telling your mom or your friend that, I paid 280,000. People that they can barely feed. Now, I paid 280,000 to learn something. Mindset thing. He decided to keep it to himself, and then he started learning. Now, he's very, very, very rich.
One of the big guys in the industry. We have a living example here that said he couldn't even he couldn't afford to go to VI on the island, and then he had to ask for stuff. That is when your mindset is working well.
Shebi, Kanipe have started doing Forex since 2015. For don't get $1,568,000,000. I didn't mean I just see somebody that will teach me. Hello, my name is Ayomide from The Christian, and Fire Pips FX Academy, the sponsor of today's episode, is offering beginners to advanced courses in Forex trading. If you are looking for seamless mentorship on how to trade the Forex market profitably, irrespective of wherever you are in the world, click the link in the description to sign up. Let's make this money! Now, let's get back to the video.
I was reading a book one time, and it was like, give a poor man money, and he will still become poor. Why?
Give me money, I will never become poor again.
I am never comfortable in any level at which I am. It's a push. Till death, I'm still saying I'm poor. It's a mindset. I give money to a hustling friend than to a lazy brother. Because even if you give money to a lazy brother, he will keep telling you what my brother did to me. But if you give a hustling friend, he will strive and remember what he did to him. So it's a mindset.
Honestly, I was really bittered when I heard poverty is a choice. So you mean to tell me that I actually made the choice to be poor after working my ass out? I know how much sacrifice I've made. I don't know how many things I need to lose for people to think that my mindset is naturally set at achieving my goal. I didn't make the choice to be poor. Not like I don't have a dream. Not like I don't want to achieve anything. So why would somebody say I made a choice to be poor? I don't think that makes any sense to me, no.
Please signify if you agree with the prompt. Money doesn't buy happiness.
I definitely agree with it. I think happiness is a state of mind more than how much is in your bank account. We've heard news of a lot of rich people dying of suicide, depression, stuff like that. So it doesn't matter. You can have all the money in the world and you're not happy. And then you can see people that they don't even have that much money and they're still happy. So it's a state of mind. It doesn't matter how much is in your bank account, how many investments you have. Really doesn't matter. Yeah.
Happiness is a gift. If you don't have it, no matter how rich you are, you will not be happy. I know of a former bank manager committed suicide and killed himself just because he wasn't happy. Only God knew what he was dealing with at that moment.
It's not in that criteria. You can see a billionaire. You're worth 20 billion, but you're owing 25 billion. You are still in debt.
Yeah.
It's a two-way thing. Money plays a very big role. I can drive a car that worth 30 billion, and I'm indebted of 35 billion. So I don't have money. And when I think about how I'm going to lose all my luxury, I can decide to fall from 35-story building. So the man you think is rich is even poorer than you because you're not taking the risk he's taking. I have lost something that worth billions because of I did not agree for injustice. But I have rest of it because if I do it, I will be sleepless.
The fact that you have money does not mean that you're going to be happy. You might not have a lot of money, but yet your children are sound, they are obedient, they are not getting into crime. It makes you a proud father. Now imagine you have so much money, but every day they're calling you that your child has been arrested by the police. Every day you have to bill your child. Every day you're taking your child from one club, he's taking cocaine. Will you be happy as a parent? No.
If I have money and I don't have husband, what is the happiness? Or if I have money, I don't have children, what is the happiness? I have the whole thing. Have houses, have car. They say I should not marry. I should not have children. What is the happiness?
Everybody's problem is very crazy.
My name is Favor. I'm a businesswoman. I'm married. I'm a mother of one. I did not concern myself of a poor person. I work harder and I earn money. So what I want to eat, I'll eat. What I want to buy, I'll buy. What I want, I'll get myself. So I don't represent myself as a poor person.
Can the disagreeer now speak?
When it comes to happiness, it's an emotional state of mind. And I think sometimes, or most of the time, happiness is triggered by the availability of resources. Money buys comfort. You will say money cannot buy happiness. Wait until you don't even have money to save yourself from the barest of the minimum. For instance, I got arrested this morning. On my way to this place, I was just coming. Then I missed my road. Then I decided to ask somebody, please, where is Oregon Road? The person say, just cross. Some people came here, they didn't experience that kind of trouble. I already shed tears today as an adult because I don't have money. You know why? Because I could have actually just booked a boat and land here. The only thing that cost me my happiness today is lack of money. So I will tell you that wait until you don't have money to access some basic things. You will now know that money can actually make you happy. My name is Adesoye Christopher. I'm a social worker and I'm also an entertainer and a content creator. I'm currently still looking for a job. I just currently moved to Lagos. If I can't afford basic amenities, if my needs are as much as what I can afford, I believe I'm poor. I'm even lower than average class. There's no even average class in Nigeria. You're either rich or you're poor.
I disagree. I disagree with the both of you. I think the reason why a lot of people are so unhappy is because they put their happiness on other things. Now, when your happiness rely on external things, you would never be happy. Like you were saying, husband, children, you would never be happy because these things are ephemeral. They're going to disappoint you. I remember when I used to put my happiness on if I achieve this goal and I achieve that goal. And then I achieve the goal and in 10 minutes it fizzles out and I'm like, okay, so where is the happiness? That's why I said it's a state of mind. You should be happy regardless of anything.
When there's lack of money, problems are compiled. That's my adage for today. When you have money, when you solve this problem, it's out of it. But if you don't have money, this problem will lead to this problem, leads to this problem, and take you to this problem. And you become sadder until you lose your mind.
If they ask you to come and collect 500 million somewhere by 10 o'clock, you are supposed to go to church. And the person is telling you, by 5 minutes after 10, I will not be in the country after that 10 o'clock. Okay, no matter how holy you are, unless you are not telling me the truth.
Even your
You
pastor
can decide that church you won't go it. Let you be at the domot of that place at that time.
Sir, can I? Okay.
Please let him finish.
Let him finish.
You are too religious.
Yes.
And you bring religion to things that happens on daily basis. When I was nobody, I was poor at this. I read from Revelation, the Genesis to Revelation, my own idea and what I have seen, probably because of my level now. I say peace of mind. But I brought away there for road.
Will not say that.
You say, what is peace of mind?
What are you saying?
Because you have made it, you get peace of mind. You see, this money and peace of mind, if you bring 200 people You saw a guy, piece of mind die, make I hold the money. I will use the money, buy peace of mind. So this thing is just like this. Depending on your status. Now, my status, I will say peace of mind. But then, I'm not saying that peace of mind. To this man now, he will tell you, say, if he holds his Bible, I am okay. Are you hearing me?
My God is not my Bible. My God is in me. So I don't need to go there to get God. God can tell you, leave that church and go and get that money. But before he will tell you that, he's the one who has already provided it. Person where God no open door for, that person no fit go through the door of success. You understand? If the God that is in me said I should take the money, I'll take it. You understand? If he says I shouldn't take it, I wouldn't take it. Because
So you will go and take the money, you will not go to church. You will go and take the money, you will not go to church.
we are the church.
You are the church.
We are the church.
So you are going to take the money.
Yeah?
You are going to
I'll
take
go
the money.
to yes, it's like the church going to take what belongs to his.
The rich are obligated to help the poor.
While I was growing, there are several things I said, God, if you do this to me, I'm going to do this. It now becomes my obligation to fulfill so many things I've said when I was down there. Why I keep growing is because if I have a business idea, I share it to everybody along. So many people are working in my company and we are doing other businesses. As a matter of fact, what I'm paying them as a salary and the side businesses we are doing, triple. You must help the poor to grow because tomorrow they become your subject.
Can the disagreeers now speak?
I disagree with it because of the word obligated. I think if you're up there, you obviously should. It's something that you should do, but the obligation is what is rubbing me off the wrong way because it now looks like you have to do it, like it's a mandatory thing.
The word obligation or obligated to help the poor is also reversed to entitlement from the poor to the rich. I will say that I have rich friends, but I can only ask them or call them, or I will only call them if I have something to offer them. That's because I have left out my entitlement mentality. Because when you feel like the rich is obligated to help you, if they don't help you, that's why you see stories of a gate man killing his boss. From a rich man, it's okay to feel obligated to help the poor. That means that you are doing a good social, you are being a social person, a good person. But from the poor, it's very bad. If you have something to offer the rich, whenever you come across the rich, if the rich does not help you, trust me, it's his loss.
Just like everyone has said, that word oblige, I mean, nobody owes you nothing. You can have a rich uncle, a cousin that is doing super well, and you see that person not helping you. Having that thing in mind, saying, don't worry, one day I'll go blue. I will show this person. Life is not Nollywood. You just have to work on yourself constantly and make sure if this person is not going to do it, I'll definitely improve myself so that someone else that can see that potential in me will now help me. My name is Lawrence and everybody knows me as Hybrid. I am a pro Forex trader, a pro swimmer. So I've been trading Forex for quite a while and I became successful the moment I joined the Fire Pips Forex Trading Academy under Jeffrey Benson. The fact that I'm successful today, he played a very, very big role. In fact, a very major role. And yes, shout out to JB.
Some riches upgrade to help the poor. Some that are doing business, they can bring a servant that will be serving them maybe like 6 years or 7 days. At the end, they will settle them. He or her will start he or her own business. They are obligated to help the poor, some of them.
Whether you are rich or you are poor, just do what your spirit wants you to do. Don't feel like you're obligated to help anybody.
Some people are in the streets, working, looking for job. So you are a rich man, you have to take one of them to help them. It's compulsory. If I know that you are not rich, if I have, I'll help you. Why I say it's compulsory? Because when things are okay with you, you have everything, you can do everything you want, you can eat everything you want, and you see your fellow human being. They cannot even have a great fast to eat, and you are there looking at them. Why you have everything? Why cannot help them?
The only issue I have is the compulsory obliged thing. It's not. For instance, I work remotely. I create content to help other people so that they can get into it and get into tech, whatever, Do I have to do it? No. Am I doing it? Yes, because I just feel like it's nice to also put other people on. In fact, you know the funny thing? If your sister is rich, it's not compulsory that she will help you. If she wants to, she would. Now, you now saying, like he said, is when entitlement comes in and like, oh, you did not help me. You're supposed to help me. Then you now start getting angry. You should not be.
From my own draw point, I said normally, nobody owes you anything. That oblige has to do with individual.
A lot of rich people, a high percentage of them are oppressors. 2, a lot of them, they barely believe in people with barest minimum. They be like, what can you amount to? Who are you? When you come across a rich person, the first thing the person sterilizes you, probably looks at your wristwatch, looks at your steez, looks at your composure and says, this guy not too gallant. Like, and every other thing that comes out of your mouth is trash. It's something that I've personally experienced myself. Sometimes I even go extra mile to prove myself and say, sir, don't pay me. Let me show you. This is what I can do. And in the expense of doing that, it even gets more worse. Because you will be seeing the result of what I'm doing like this. And you still want to leverage on the fact that this guy doesn't really need much. So some people believe that they have struggled to be rich. So every other person that comes their way must struggle.
I'm just going to go back, right? I used to have this certain guy. He's very rich, like stinkingly rich. And then I was trying to grow my skill in Forex. I saw our academy, Fire Pips, Forex Academy. Then the price on it was $399. Did I have $399? No. So I walked up to him and I told him, this skill, if I get it, we're both going to make money. And you have so much money. So why don't you help me, right? You'd be like, come and meet me somewhere on the island. You take me to different clubs, different places. Like, man, just give me this money. We both know I'm not the clubbing kind of person. I'm very big on church. I just want to go home and sleep. If you're going to do this for me, do it for me. After some certain months, he did not do it. I had to work part of the money. Okay, now I have $200. Just help me with the remaining 200. Did he help me? No. Still the same, meet me here and there, spend so much money here and there. And now that I'm in this position, I think I kind of understand. Those places that I was going there to network, right? I'm seeing him spending money, but he was spending for a different purpose. You, as the friend, you're now seeing it, oh, this guy is wasting money, he's not giving me. But you don't know why he was actually doing that thing. Now I'm here. I understand better why he could not give me the money. Did he have it? Yes. But did he have bills that equated to that amount I was asking him for? Yes. So most times, if you are standing from that point of entitlement, you will carry bad blood. Me and him will still talk till tomorrow.
When you are expecting someone to help you and the person did not help you, it gives you a challenge. It makes you to buckle up.
For a society to function properly, everyone should not be rich.
If every one of us is rich, who will do the menial job? If every one of us is rich, things will not work well in Nigeria. But that's exactly what is happening now, currently. They want to suffocate some people, so you have no option than to agree.
A lot of people might not agree, but it's just a universe thing. The world must be balanced. That's why we have good and bad. We have weak and strong. Same way we have rich and poor. Not everybody can be rich, and not everybody should be poor. At some point, you need some people to lead. Not everybody can be a leader, yes. So that's how the world works.
I think not everybody should be rich for a society to function. According to Karl Marx, in order for a society to function, there should always be that societal imbalance. So I will say that every economy that wants to work should always find the balance between the rich and the poor.
Can the disagreeers now speak?
Okay, I think the question should be, can a capitalist society function if everybody is rich? I think a society can fully function if everybody is rich and if everybody is comfortable. I think the issue is greed, where some certain people want to hoard this wealth and leave some certain people alone. Because if everybody is balanced, nobody will be able to hoard as much as they are hoarding. Please tell me why somebody is a trillionaire and then there is somebody that is there that can't even afford to eat. It doesn't make any sense to me. In no society does that make any sense to me. Please tell me why people are in Congo and you're letting kids stay in mind? Doing what? So that people can use iPhones and people can become multi-billionaires. How does that make sense in any sane society? And again, we're talking about menial jobs. The thing is, everybody thinks menial jobs is less of a job. It is not. Just because someone is a driver doesn't mean the person should not be able to earn something. The society is fucked. It's fucked. Like, it's rubbish. Like, why? It's such brainwashing. They are telling you, oh, for the society to be balanced, why can't everybody? Like, so what? I don't understand that kind of brainwashing that you think somebody has to be goddamn poor and someone has to be a trillionaire for the society to go well. It does not make sense. And sorry, is that Karl Marx? I would say fuck him. Sorry, it makes no sense to me.
No, I understand your perspective. You know, I make some references. In every country, you have those classes. Why you don't see that much difference? Because lack of corruption. In Western world, you can see a security man who is driving a car through loan, and you see a rich man who bought the car outrightly. There is no much difference. But that does not differentiate that this is rich and this is poor.
So my question is, why do we have to have those classes? The society can function without any class. Why does somebody have to control 90% of the world's wealth and somebody have to live with 0.000000001%? Why? Trust me, there is no lifetime that you need $1 trillion in dollars. There is no lifetime. You cannot finish it. Even if you're spending $1 million every day, you are not going, like, what are you
Some
buying?
people still want to have it.
So why? Why are you hiding money inside Sokaway that you would never spend? Is it not insanity? It's insanity. Why are you ordering palliation stuff that you're supposed to give to people? Something that you will not eat.
I know she wants everything to just be fine for everyone. But like I said, it's more like yin and yang. It's how the world works.
Everybody cannot be rich. Because if everybody is rich, things will not be balanced.
I feel so sad that we've been so brainwashed and we do not question things. People have told you, everybody has to be rich and poor. And you just took it, hook, line, and sinker. You say yes. Have you ever asked yourself why?
To my fellow hustlers, where they struggle, where you say, easy for, I stand gidigba to tell you, say, make you keep to the grind, though, easy.
To my fellow hustlers, believe in yourself, don't give up on yourself, take God first, and He will guide you.
Don't give up. Keep moving and keep approaching the right places.
Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Yeah, we want to go really fast, and it's why you see a lot of people taking the easy way out. You are doing well, king, you are doing well, queen. It might be slow, but slow and steady wins the race.
The only enemy of humanity is the mindset. It might be that they said poverty is a mindset and I might disagree with it, but I would say that your greatest enemy is your mind against yourself.
Because another thing is your mentorship. Like I said, I drew reference from Honorable Kunle Shonami, the chairman of Bet Niger. I was a billionaire before I joined Bet Niger. Some of the things I see him do and some of his attitude that I followed has made me a multi-billionaire. Who are you following?
What I would say to a rich person is that God have made them to be rich. And when they see who they are better than, if they have opportunity to help the person, they should help.
Try as much as possible not to victimize people of their position, not to victimize people of their condition. Even though you don't even have to give him money, let the person be useful. If you see that this person can be useful to you, keep the person in check, put the person under you. There's no how. You can't do everything by yourself. There's always something that you need somebody to do for you as a rich person.
Keep being rich. Don't allow anything to limit you. Keep enjoying your wealth. Thank you.
We've come to the end of today's episode. I hope we've been able to find some level of understanding.
Good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
I like your strength.